Hello, my friends. Good morning. It is 7:42 here. I am just sitting down for my coffee. You guys, I live and run on coffee. I swear it is what runs in my veins. I don't know about you. I could not do anything in this unruly nest without my coffee. Several times during the day. I even have an espresso machine over on my counter. Maybe I'll do a house tour sometime. We have lived here since basically New Year's, so January. So it's finally starting to come together a little bit. Hold on. I need the coffee to talk. Anyway. Good morning, friends. I'm so glad that you're here. If you're new here, my name is Amber. I'm a homeschooling mom of 2. This is a lifestyle channel, but so far we are heavily focused on homeschool, as that is kind of the biggest part of my life at the moment. You know, researching curriculum, making plans for next year, but we'll eventually do other things. So if you find something of value here on the channel, please do like, subscribe, leave me a comment with any requests for things that you want me to do. I'm kind of still in the developing stages of this channel, so I want to hear from you and what you are looking for. As you know, social media platforms are pretty saturated. I don't feel like we need any more, clean with me videos or anything like that. So just let me know. Today, this morning, to be honest, I don't have a script. I don't have a plan. I don't have my laptop here with any notes. This was a very impromptu. My children are sleeping. I'm doing my normal morning routine, and I thought, why not film a video about something that has been running through my mind, and that is all the things that the people around me, the homeschool families, do that I don't do. I haven't even searched YouTube. I'm positive there are already videos on this, but I find it kind of interesting. I mean, at least me, maybe I'm just super nosy. I like knowing how other people do things. It's where I get inspiration and ideas from. So I thought we would just treat this like a vlog style, super casual, as it was not planned. I don't have any type of, outline, and I'm drinking my coffee and I look crazy, not ready for the day. I never am at this time. So, okay. So pretty much in the mornings, Monday through Friday, my husband works outside of the home. He's gone about 10 to 11 hours a day. So it's just me with the kiddos. We do have a family friend who does help some when I'm having difficult days. I do live with chronic health issues as well as my son. My daughter has a lot of food stuff, but mainly it's my son and I that have the chronic illnesses. So there are just days, guys, where we just can't. In my mind, right, I thought I would be the type of homeschooling parent, that wanted structure and routine, and I would probably very much run my homeschool like a classroom. No. We're pretty routined in the evening, just because my kids like structure. They need it. They need the routine. They need the structure. So pretty much when dad gets home, routines start up until bedtime. My daughter, she's 9.5. My son is 3. For those of you that don't know that, my son, because of his health struggles, sleep is very difficult for him. So we try to get him down by about 8:30. Sometimes it's 9:30. Sometimes he's up at 5:30. Sometimes he's up at 7. And sometimes he sleeps till 10. But because of his health struggles, we do not wake him up. We let him sleep. It's not a traditional situation, right? So my son sleeps. He sleeps when he needs to. If that's during the day, at night, it doesn't matter. He struggles so much when his body needs rest. So we live around that. My daughter is a bit different. She would stay up very, very late if we would let her. I try to give her some freedoms, kind of as a perk of homeschooling. For those of you that do not know, she was in public schools, so that was one thing that she absolutely hated, was having to have like a set early bedtime. So a perk of homeschooling for her, if you will, is she gets to stay up later because she can sleep later. So she typically self-regulates, which is my goal as not only a homeschooling mom, but just as a mom. I want her to listen to her body, and I want her to self-regulate. So she's usually asleep by 9-ish, sometimes 8:30, and then she's usually up between 6:30 and 8:30 in the morning. So I say all that to say, my husband leaves for work at about 5:15 in the mornings. I'm usually up at 4 so that I can get things done. I would love more sleep. My body does not let me sleep. I struggle with a lot of the same stuff that my son does. The only difference is I don't get to sleep whenever my body can because, mom. So I just have to keep going. But I say all that to say, my homeschooling friends and their families that have these perfect morning routines. So if I'm going to put any kind of structure into this little vlog, I guess this would be, the first thing that we don't do that other homeschooling families do. And that is that super organized morning routine. Okay, so for some people, that is morning baskets. No. No. My kids are super far apart in age with health issues, their ages, they sleep different times, they wake up at different times, they need different things in the mornings. There's no getting them started at the same time, not to mention 3 and 9.5. And guys, no, we don't do any kind of a morning basket. We do individually, some activities, right, to try to get the brain working and things. But again, it's not morning basket style, sit around the table, like family time and lessons with either music or no. If you do that, more power to you. No disrespect whatsoever. It just gives me full body hives thinking about it. We don't do, morning breakfast time together, right? I don't cook I cook every meal at home because of health issues. But again, my son has very limited safe foods because of his mast cell stuff. So I'm making different meals for everybody. My daughter cannot have gluten, dairy, or corn. P.S. Did you know that there's corn in nearly everything? So I do cook everybody's food, every meal at home, but it's also different. So there is no sit down, fun little family time or, a morning basket. Does not happen in this household. Probably won't ever happen in this household. No. Okay, I briefly touched on this in an earlier video, but I'm going to just mention it again. Any type of, commitment, like weekly, whether that's a, set play group, set, story time at the library, where in my area you have to actually sign up a week in advance to hold your place. And then if you just don't show up, then they don't let you schedule again for like so many months, because that was a wasted slot for other children that might want to come. But I mean, co-ops, sorry, not sorry, never going to happen. Even if it were a non-religious one. I know they're wonderful for a lot of people, not us. Nope. So, I mean, honestly, anything that requires a commitment every single week at this time, we will be there. No, it's not going to happen. My daughter does activities, right? Like she's in Girl Scouts and she's in tap dance and she's in tumbling and she does horseback riding lessons and things like that. But they are things, right, that we pay for her to do. And between, my husband and I, somebody can get her there. She's in music. She's in like a little music class thing, things like that. But again, as long as I notify the instructor, hey, she's not going to be here this week, it's not a big deal. So, but for us, and again, I'm not insulting these things in any way. It's that we live with chronic illness, a lot of it. And so trying to commit, I am somebody who takes my word very seriously. So if I make plans, if I tell someone that I'm going to be somewhere, I'm going to do everything humanly possible to be there. And I feel terribly guilty if I have to cancel or if I have to reschedule. And that happens so much, especially last minute, because when you live with chronic illness, guys, you might go to bed feeling fine and then you wake up, right, and you're in a flare. And so to commit to anything like that I know is going to be a constant battle that's just going to make me feel terrible about myself because I'm going to have to cancel so much. Nope. So if you don't do that stuff either, hi, welcome. My name's Amber. We'll be in a club together, okay? Maybe you don't have any chronic illnesses. Maybe that's just not your thing. That's okay too. I don't know that it's just not my thing because of all the chronic illness. It's not even an option. But honestly, if I'm being super honest with myself, with my mug and my YouTube friends here, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be my thing, even if we didn't live with chronic illness. Don't come for me. Okay, so that's any type of like a morning, everybody's up at the same time or we're all going to eat together. We do for dinner, but, for breakfast, we don't do any type of, regular weekly play dates, co-ops, nothing that would require, an advanced commitment like that. Nope, not happening. Oh, this might be a very unpopular opinion. Please don't come for me. 4-H. Remember, guys, I live in the middle of nowhere in Kansas. 4-H and FFA, kind of huge deals around here. Do I love what 4-H stands for? Absolutely. Do I love what FFA stands for? Yeah, I think they're amazing, amazing programs. And if you haven't heard of those things, maybe check them out. Maybe they are for you and for your family. I feel like the redheaded stepchild when I'm with any group of homeschoolers here in my little area. They all live and die by 4-H. It's like it consumes everything. It is all of their time. And most of my, homeschooling mom friends, they have multiple kids and they're all in 4-H. Yeah, I could have a panic attack just thinking about it. Sorry, not sorry. Not gonna happen here. Nope. How about you? Let me know. Are you somebody that lives and dies by 4-H? No. We do Girl Scouts for now. It's quickly becoming up there with that 4-H level of, I don't want to do this. But that's another story for another time. What else? Oh, guys, nature study, nature walks, nature. Nope. Kansas, at least where I am, it is about 100 degrees with 90% humidity for about 7 to 8 months out of the year. And then the other time, you might get a couple weeks of, super beautiful weather, but it's either sweltering, so humid you feel like you're living in a sauna, super crazy thunderstorms, tornadoes, hail the size of like softballs and golf balls. The house that we bought in January, it was built in 2006. It's had a new roof because of hail damage every 2 years. Guys, no, this house was built in 2016. No, that's not true. 2006. Ugh, I need more coffee, guys. 2006. We are in 2022. Words are hard, thoughts are hard. Need more coffee. Yeah, it's had a new roof basically every 2 years from hail damage. So in Kansas, where I am, you're either dying of heat and humidity, hiding indoors from melting to death, and hiding from the ginormous mosquitoes, and hiding in your basement from the storms and the hail and the tornadoes, or you're, freezing and you have a foot of snow on the ground with ice. So yeah, nature walks, regular like nature study, like we're gonna go out every single day, ride our bikes, study nature around it. No, it's not happening. Do we go outside every single day? Yes, we love the outdoors, you guys. One of my mental health tips and tricks for you, not snow, rain or shine, even when it's fairly chilly, I put my bare feet in the grass every single day. So do my kids. I find it so grounding and cathartic and just centering. For me, truly, it is right up there with my experience of holding, like a hot mug of coffee. It's something that keeps me centered. And when I'm struggling, and guys, I struggle, homeschooling, I struggle, and I just need a minute to myself. I'm outside, I'm out back with my feet in the grass. How about you? But yeah, as far as, set curriculum, nature study, no. We love nature. We love birds and trees and, clouds and all the things. And we do go outside to the best of our ability. But I have a 3-year-old and a 9.5-year-old. No, we don't do it. What else do other homeschoolers do that we don't do? Those are probably the big ones. We don't do copy work. Guys, do you do copy work? We don't do copy work. That's not happening probably ever. One of my friends was actually asking me about it yesterday. She's like, do you guys follow is it Charlotte Mason, I was like, and she's like, what do you use for copy work? And I thought, who does copy work? I don't. My daughter doesn't. Obviously, my son does, and he's 3, but my daughter doesn't. I don't want to do copy work. Do you want to do copy work? I'm not going to make her do copy work. No, thank you. No? Do you all do copy work? And if so, am I missing out on something? Let me know. We definitely practice handwriting, right? I know it's not secular. Do not come for me. But the good and the beautiful's handwriting, I love it. We're going to use it because I love it. And I haven't seen anything this so far that makes me think, right, that I'm not going to be able to use it in a secular way. If that comes, if we reach a point where I'm like, I don't feel like we can do this in a secular way, it'll be out of here. But for now, we've only done it one, school year. We really like it. So I know it's hard to find everything secular that is as beautiful as the stuff that's not. And actually, because this is just a casual vlog style video, I'm going to vent just a little bit. I got so many nasty, hateful, mean comments. Like, I was having to delete them off of YouTube because I was going to attempt originally to use the good and the beautiful in a secular way. I was going to try to use it, but teach it in a secular way. Guys, I know the good and the beautiful is not secular. I promise. I do. I also know that Master Books is not secular. But as you know, it's very difficult to find the same beautiful, visually stimulating curriculum that is secular. It does exist, and I am finding that, right, the more that I dig. But I'm a fairly new homeschool mama, so all my surrounding friends are highly religious individuals that also do homeschool for religious reasons. Hey, that's another one. We don't homeschool for religious reasons. Nope, not even a little bit. But yeah, so that's what, they all had. So that's what I was able to get my hands on. So that's why I kind of, was like, well, my daughter is so visually stimulated by things. It's what captures her interest. So I was just going to try to teach it in a secular way. I'll list that video up in the cards. However, I'll figure out how to do it. I obviously now realize, thanks to you wonderful, wonderful ladies, that is just going to be way too difficult. And so I will list that video where we are not using anything from master books. Sorry. We're not using math. We're not using anything in master books. It was just going to be math. And we were just going to use the language arts, the typing, and the handwriting from The Good and the Beautiful, but I was going to teach it in a secular way. The marine biology as well. Anyway, we're not now. I learned my lesson. I don't need things to be harder. I'm all for working smarter, not harder. Nobody needs that. Secular, all the way, without having to, twist it or skip over things. Who needs that? So, like you, we don't want religion and curriculum blended, so that's a no for us. But yeah, I don't even know. This is why I have like an outline of talking points. I don't even know now how oh yeah, the mean commenters. People were like, clearly you don't know what secular is and you need to remove this video. People were so mean, and I'm just like, treat them with kindness, Amber, treat them with kindness. Clearly they need a hug. I mean, if somebody gets that upset about YouTube, guys, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. I just want this space to be a welcoming, encouraging environment for us moms that so often feel so isolated, like we have no support. And I know that it's virtual, but I want to create a community of support and encouragement and just sarcasticness and humor, because how else are we all going to survive this? I mean, really. The good days, sure. But those difficult days or those difficult moments and days, I don't know about y'all, but I need some support. And so I thought this, could be that for us. Man, oh man, does everybody on the internet not necessarily feel that way. So if any of those people happen to be watching this, I know The Good and the Beautiful and master books are not secular. Okay, I was going to try to teach them in a secular way because they're so visually beautiful. But don't worry, I am not. So yeah, you don't have to watch it. It's okay. Move on. No need to be hateful and leave mean comments. Okay, so yeah, lots of things we don't do as homeschooling families. Copy work, nope. Unless some of you brilliant mamas convince me that it's important, I am always open to learning new approaches to things. Let's see, other things we do not do. Set school schedule. I mean, guys, we just don't. I know for the week, each week, what I want to accomplish with each one of my children. And if we get to Friday afternoon, and I'm kind of looking at the list and I'm like, all right, we've done about half this, and we'll just, spend some time on it in the evenings with dad or on the weekends. Like I'm not an unschooler. I won't even, for me, that does not work. It's just not how my brain works. I need more rigidness than that. However, I don't do, each day, Monday through Friday, or, Monday through Thursday, we're going to be doing schoolwork from 10 until 4. Nope. I kind of, because my background is in psychology, specifically child psychology, I just really believe in the more Montessori approach to things, in that kids desire to learn. They do. And when you create an environment that is encouraging learning, and you really just kind of let kids, and again, I know it sounds kind of like unschooling, but everything that I know about unschoolers, we are not. I do want curriculum and, certain things, taught each year, etc. So definitely can't call ourselves unschoolers, but we're kind of a hybrid, I feel. But it's that more Montessori approach of, if you create the environment, the access, my goal is to create lifelong learners, to raise children that have that driven desire from within themselves to learn and grow and develop. And I want to nurture that, and I want to encourage that. So I don't find that, set times every single day. I mean, do we have routines, right, where things kind of happen organically and, there are some patterns to it? Sure. Do I force my kids to do, 2 hours of reading time each day from noon until 2 o'clock? No. Do I put those restrictions on myself? No. And I won't. It's just not going to happen. We get it in. I kind of look at the week as a whole. Like, did we accomplish, the majority of the things this week that I wanted to? To be honest, I kind of treat it like, chores, grocery shopping, all those things, right? Kind of at the beginning of the week, I'm like, okay, what do I want to accomplish this week? Do I need to run any errands? Do I have any appointments? Do I have any projects? Now, am I going to film? If so, what? Yeah, but it's kind of like, as long as it gets done in the week, that's kind of how I approach school too. Are there weeks that we don't get everything done? Yeah. Do I, restrict? There's another one. I don't restrict screen time for my daughter. I do to a degree for my son because of the speech delay, because of the apraxia. I don't even necessarily know that I want to say that I restrict screen time as much as I am very cautious about what he is watching. And I try, if he is on a screen, I try to make sure that it has an educational component, if you will. But guys, my daughter, no, she's bright, she's kind, she's helpful. For a 9.5-year-old, she is very well spoken. She is a doll. She's physically active. She's a kid, and we certainly have our struggles with her, but am I going to tell her she can't, do Adventure Academy or watch a show or, play with the drawing app on her iPad? Nope. Does she have a TV in her room to play her Switch on? Yeah. Sorry, not sorry. Please don't come for me. I'm just relaxed in all of these ways, and none of my homeschooling friends are. I know there are plenty of people out there that are, but not where I live, so I kind of feel like the redheaded stepchild. So I'm hoping that some of you can kind of relate to some of what I said. I'm sure, guys, there are so many more things that I don't do that people around me that homeschool do, just because I didn't, think this through and I didn't write out any talking points. I just can't think of them at the moment. So maybe that'll be a future actual formal video to come, not just a coffee chat vlog morning with me. But so my mornings, it's about 8:10. I don't usually film in the morning, so I'm normally, having coffee, kind of planning out the day. I will have something planned going for dinner by about 9 or 9:30 in the morning. By then, both of my kids should either be up or getting up. We do getting dressed and brushing teeth and morning meds and vitamins and all those things, eat. And then we start school. I always start with my daughter first. Usually one of those books, the Mindbender book that I showed a few videos ago off of Amazon, and we just kind of roll with things. I'll usually ask her, hey, today we're gonna do math, spelling, typing, and blah blah blah. What do you want to start with first? And I'll let her choose. I feel like giving her choices, giving her a say, it just, I don't get, she doesn't push back because it's pretty flexible. And if she's like, I just don't want to start, I'm like, okay, so what do you want to start with? And then she's more excited and more self-driven to do those things. So for us, you guys, it works super well. I am home all day. My husband can run home for lunch, but he's only home for about 20 minutes. So I tend to have lunch ready for him if we're here. When we have to drive 30 to 40 minutes away for services, for my son, he just kind of has to fend for himself. But I never cook dinner at dinner time, guys. Best mom hack ever. I never cook dinner at dinner. Ever. Any other time. It is too chaotic. It's just too chaotic. So, yeah, that's pretty much how our day flows. I'm gonna, start on dinner here soon before I even think about what's for breakfast. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope this helps some of you. I know so many of us moms, we wonder what other people are doing, but it's not just in a curiosity way. It's in a, can I compare myself? Am I doing enough kind of way? So I just want you to know, maybe this will help. Maybe you're sitting, whatever you're doing, hopefully drinking your coffee and watching this, and you're thinking, wow, Amber, I feel pretty good about myself now because your stuff sounds like a hot mess. Okay, no problem. And then maybe some other of you are like, yeah, that's pretty much how we roll too. And you're like, nice. Wherever you are with your journey, with your children, even if you're not a homeschooler, just whatever you choose to do with your day, however you choose to do it, if you are being kind to yourself and to those that you love, guys, you're doing a great job. And it's okay if we're all different. I kind of think the world would be super, super boring if we were all the same. Here, fun story. Have many of you noticed I have a lot of tattoos, and they're not discreet ones. You haven't even seen them all. I mean, I have lots and lots of them, and they're very bright and they're very colorful. And I had a lady tell me last week that I had no business being a mother, let alone a homeschooling mother, when I'm covered in such crap. And I looked at her and I said, well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I hope you have a great rest of the day. And I turned around and she screamed, you bitch. And I'm like, I just kept walking. I just thought, man, I can't imagine going through life so angry. I don't get it, guys. So I say all that to say, wherever you are at today, wherever this video finds you, I'm glad that you found me. And I hope that this develops into a safe space where we can all learn from each other, laugh with each other, and just be overall tolerant and encouraging and uplifting to one another, because life is hard, guys. And let's face it, coffee and friendships and humor, it's pretty much how we survive, at least here in my house. So I hope you have a great rest of the day. I hope you have a great week. If you guys are wrapping up homeschooling, I hope you have a great, fun start to the summer. And yeah, come back soon. I hope to see you soon. Bye.